All right, welcome back.
Hey everybody.
I'm your host, Become Alpha, with my buddy there, my brother from another family, Fil-Am, Fil-Fam.
That's
Description
right.
below where to find him. There'll be a card for his channel. Subscribe to him if you want to know more about the Philippines, how to get there, and and his adventure through the Spartan Challenge.
That's right.
But speaking about the Spartan Challenge, let's talk a little bit more about it, and from none other than the creator of the Spartan Challenge, the man himself, the leader of the tribe of men, Bo himself. Let's see what he has to say about it, and let's begin, man.
Let's go to the source.
Do you want to make a difference in your life? Do you not know where to start? You feel like something's missing. You've been meaning to make a change but haven't started. For some reason or another, an excuse here or there, life's gotten in the way, work's gotten in the way, family's gotten in the way, your own fears have gotten in the way. Are you ready to change all that? Well, if you think you're ready, I might have an answer for you. I'm going my own way for 6 months, and I implore the rest of the community to join me. It's a monk mode Spartan challenge of nothing but self-improvement, aligning yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually, and inviting the community to do it also. We already started a Discord, and a subreddit is underway to help keep each other accountable, having a community and a brotherhood of men that can come into the same space, have a real conversation, and hold each other up when things don't look too well is going to be all the difference for everybody here.
Yeah, that Discord, right? Isn't that like that Discord? That's where it's happening right now.
Yeah, it's helped me out a bit. Actually, when I was asking about when I was concerned about eating rice, you actually gave me a little help. You were like, "Man, I'm Puerto Rican. We eat rice and beans. It's all good." And I kind of thought that it would be okay because it is. I mean, it's a simple carb, but it's still a clean carb.
Rice still gave me these.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Yeah,
it's moderation.
Yeah,
more protein than anything else. Counting your macros. And I've learned a lot of that in the Discord server. Just that it's an actual, a real community.
Yeah,
man from all faiths and paths on there, kind of like, becoming one mindset. Yeah, that's pretty powerful right there. But yeah, let's see what more we got.
That decides to do the challenge to succeed. Make sure you head down to the description below, join the Discord and the subreddit. It's going to be a key factor in you succeeding, especially when you undergo some sort of stress from life, something unexpected happens and the pressure starts to weigh on you and you feel like breaking. It's going to be very good for you to be able to get on the forums or the Discord, seek some motivation, some help, and some discipline from other men. I can make sure you stay on track. Super important. It'll also double as a male space if you have any questions, concerns, etc., and you need help, whether it's diet, nutrition, workout plans, whatever. Everybody will try to provide and help with some information that could help you along the way. That way you don't get stuck or plateau. Well, let's begin.
And yeah, and it actually has grown, man. The remember when we started on, like, how much more the diets on there, the workouts on there. I'm posting pictures on it. It's kind of blown up. It's kind of turning this on into just some massive, public. It's a public server, Discord server too.
yeah, and it's kind of nice. Like when I'll post my my bike rides in the cardio area, and it does help when you get a little
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And with the thumbs up and stuff, because people see that you're doing the work, and it's like getting a little pat on the back, which, like I said before, I don't really ever get any encouragement, so I find encouragement through there, and that helps me keep going.
That's absolutely. That's really key to really maximizing anything. Just having that encouragement and having the backing from people. It's pretty good, pretty amazing, actually. Let's continue on.
So, what is the challenge? For 6 months, we're going to let go of all the vices, all the attention grabbing, all the drool inducing content that we consume, and we're just going to focus on massive amounts of self-improvement. Part 1 of the challenge. Read 1 book a month. That's simple. We need to mentally elevate ourselves and make sure we stay sharp between the ears. Simple enough. Next challenge, physicality. You need to implore multiple.
Yeah, that one book a month. it starts like one book a month, but then after a while, you're just like, you can't get enough. One book is not enough.
Yeah, you
I
just
don't know
kind of
about
keep
you.
going. Well, like I
Yeah.
said, I started out with the commentary on the Book of Proverbs, but it was 800 pages. And like I said in a couple of my videos, when I did my Spartan updates, I'm working on time management a little bit more, because before, I used to just come home and kick my feet up and crack open beers, but now I actually have tasks that I need to accomplish. And I'm finding that, I don't have enough time in the day. And I hate to admit it, but reading is probably one of the areas I'm slacking on. But I did switch up my book, and I actually didn't complete it in the first month, but I should be completing it by Friday evening. But to kind of make up for it, I'm going to read 2 books this month.
Hmm. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I kind of hacked a little because I do my Bible reading, but I also do a lot of audiobooks just
Yeah.
because I'm working 6-7 days a week, long hours. I got 2 kids, my ex and everything, and I have to do on there. So I've been just hammering with audiobooks on it, and I think, the 6-month challenge, I've done way more than 6 already. Like I sometimes I'll do 2 or 3 or 4 audiobooks in one month on there. Everything from David Goggins' books, 12 Rules of Life. I mean, there's just so many books out there. As a Man Thinketh, Psycho-Cybernetics, so many books. It expands your mind. You don't understand what you know until you know it, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So this is really kind of like the turning point when your mindset starts changing. It's over. It's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
Disciplines in your life, whether that means running, weightlifting, rock climbing, hiking, doesn't matter, calisthenics, whatever you think. You need to find a couple of things that you will consistently progress through in this 6-month period. Next.
Yeah, that's the physical part on it, man. I didn't know how much of a fatty I was until I started doing this. I ran 1 mile in 20 some minutes. I was like, and I was dead. I was like,
yeah,
oh my God. But like I keep telling people, I'm like, but you keep at it, and then you start getting some guns,
Yep. And then once you start seeing the progress, when you look in the mirror, because dude, the top 2 of my abs, they're starting to show, bro.
Damn.
I'm getting it, when I get out of the shower and stuff, I'm drying off, from the shadows, the lighting in the bathroom. I'm like, oh snap, it's coming. And, that's what keeps me going. It's because man, just a little bit longer, just a little bit more.
And tell the folks, how many miles a week do you technically bike?
My goal is minimum 100 miles a week, but if we work Saturdays, I do 110. So we didn't work last Saturday, but I got at least 103 miles last week.
100 miles. That's super crazy. I've been I lift at my job. We have a gym, so on my breaks I've been just weightlifting. So we work 6-7 days a week. So sometimes I'll be weightlifting 6-7 days a week, man. I just been like a beast, just getting after. I don't have no top 2 anything because I had a lot of blubber and fat on it, but now I have less. Where everybody's just like, "Yo, man, what have you been doing, man? You've been losing some weight." I'm like, "Oh, I'm like, man, that stomach looking flat." And I'm like, "Well, it jiggles less now, so I'm a little happy about that."
Get a bike. Go on Craigslist and buy a bike. And how I started was I have a bike rack for my car. And I started parking about 4 miles away from my shop. And I would, find a grocery store parking lot and, park under one of the big lights and everything. My car never had any problems. And then I would bike the 4 miles to my shop. And then progressively, I started out doing it 2 days a week. Then I went to 3. And then Andrew Tate, I heard him tell me, one day, stop being a pussy. And I was like, yep, stop being a pussy. And I just started doing the whole 9.5 miles or 9.25 miles every day, 5 days a week. And then, of course,
the David Goggins book, Can't Hurt Me, the same way. It was like, stay hard, don't be a pussy. I'm like, all right. I just started, every day, just, getting after it. It's.
And I got under some iron last night. I did 155 for 10, and then another 8. So by the end of December, I want to be hitting on the bench press, 185 for 25. That's like
All
my goal.
right. All right. Yeah, I think I hit 225 on the bench. I can squat close to, I'm like 270, 280 on the squat on there. I haven't done the deadlift. I'm sure I could do over 300 on the deadlift on it. So I'm getting there on some nice numbers on it. But I'm a pretty beefy guy, so it's natural that I should be able to do my body weight and stuff.
Yeah.
This one is a funny one, and I'm sure you all knew it was coming. That's no fap. Yes. Stop choking your chicken. Banned. 2 weeks.
Yep. So many people can't just, wow. And I wasn't one that never did it though, but I didn't understand how hard. I thought it's got a little hard for me, and some people are just like, no, can't do it. No.
I'm doing it, but I understand it's getting hard because I know that my testosterone levels are being boosted through the biking and the eating more protein and everything. And it's like, I wake up in the morning and you know what I mean? When I go, I'm like,
it's like ready. Yeah, you're ready. And that's people don't understand that drive right there. That's what you used to get after. That's what you used to talk to women and be like, yo, like you see them, you're like, piece of meat. I want some of that.
Hey, you sound awfully close to objectifying women right now.
I objectify the crap out of them every day, especially if they're hot.
Yeah,
better believe it. They've been objectified by me. Yeah, it's inside of us. It's part of our nature, So it's amazing what it does. I didn't even know about all the benefits and things like that until I started doing this challenge.
Yeah.
At a time, though, we're making an alteration because if you go too long without fapping, your body will actually try to get rid of the excess that builds up, and you'll end up having wet dreams. This happens about a month in for most men with functioning testosterone levels. For some, it may come earlier. For some, it may come later. But we need to keep the pipes clean and only use your imagination. Again, no pornographic content.
Yeah, there's a lot of people also. I was a porn addict. I understand on that, but so I understand a lot of the struggles that men are going right now in the challenge on there. I think that no porn part is way harder than the no fat part because
I could see
it's one and the same for a lot of them. A lot of them and it messes with your brain, your chemistry, so many things that I didn't know that the second I turned that off, boom, it's like everything gets better. Everything, your mind, you're clearer, you can mind. You learn how to become, healthier emotionally, mentally, and you start noticing how it's better, become happier or not, because it's like being a heroin addict. After so long, they don't know how to be happy. They don't understand that. It's because of that.
Right.
That is the worst thing you can do for your brain. Literally rots it if you're a man, hijacks your pleasure centers, rewires neurological pathways, and does absolutely nothing for you, but give you ED if you do it too much. So, no fapping, no porn. Only every 2 weeks, use your imagination. For those of you that are married or in a relationship, don't think I forgot about you. So you will join us on this journey of sexual transmutation. That is, we're going to harness our sexual energy into more productive things. What you will do is practice semen retention. That is, you will not orgasm when you have sex with your partner, and you will stay on the 2-week timeline. Make her earn your seed. It does wonders for your relationship, believe it or not. Meditation and journaling. Every day you'll wake up and you're going to meditate.
This is something that journaling, I never did on it, but now it's like, I try to do it daily on it, but I like to go with scripture, kind of meditate on a scripture and just, see what comes out of it. But you have to channel your mind and actually kind of like dumping all those things into word and then meditating on it. It's kind of an amazing experience. I don't know how far you've gotten into it.
I've been able to meditate every day this week. Last week, I think I only did it maybe 3 times, and I've already done it 3 times this week. And what I do kind of to help me get into the routine of it, I'm waking up about 5 minutes early, maybe 10 minutes earlier, and I get ready for work and I take care of my dog, and I sit at my dining table and I pray. Like God helps me get to work safe on time. I thank him for everything I have. And I've heard it said so many times that meditation is actually listening to God's voice. And so that's kind of what I try to emphasize on. I just close my eyes and I sit quietly and I try to listen. And you know what I mean? Rather than focusing on anything or letting my thoughts go crazy, I'm listening for a small voice, or not like I'm hearing voices, but I'm trying to
like
hear the
feeling,
voice of God. Yeah, because that's when God talks to you, when you're meditating.
Yeah, when everything that is still and quiet.
Yep.
I've kind of I used to also I got a little injured, but when I was running, when I get to a point where you're that runner's high, on there, that's my time where it clears everything, and I just kind of like I could receive, from the universe. I could receive from God.
Yep.
So, there's so many ways that you can meditate. It's actually kind of an amazing experience.
And you're going to journal in the afternoon and then at night right before bed. This is going to help you solidify your thoughts, clarify your actions and goals for tomorrow, and help keep you on track, as well as formulating thoughts and new ideas. It's very important for you to get in tune with yourself. It provides you with an insane amount of clarity that boosts your mood and helps you attack the day tomorrow at 100%. It's also beneficial because you can shine a spotlight on your negative emotions, figure out why you're having them, what's the cause, and make sure they don't linger for weeks, months on end. Stamp it out of your mind then and there. I don't recommend you getting one that big. That's a journal. It looks like a spell book. Although cool looking, it's more of a showpiece. I did get another one. This one's a lot smaller. Yet again, this is my journal. I leave it on my nightstand, and this is what I write in as often as I can for the reasons mentioned before. And I try to treat it as something spiritual, because your mind is your temple. Good thoughts lead to good habits, which lead to good outcomes. And I truly believe that. I even got myself this cool fountain pen. Look at this thing. It's like gold, just a little flair to make it known to myself that, hey, this is special time. Take this serious. Not just jotting down things like, I felt good today. I felt bad today. I felt bad today because XYZ happened to me. And then I had these feelings. Get very specific with your journaling. There's techniques to it. But in essence, don't BS yourself when you journal. Don't keep it short. Have a real conversation with yourself. It'll pay dividends. Believe me. The more honest and the more real you are with yourself, and the more things you jot down, things that make you feel uncomfortable, the effectiveness increases tenfold. No more running away from our problems or burying them deep inside. It's time we attack them. This one will be hard for quite a few of you. No video games, no alcohol, no drugs, nothing that can be used.
Yeah, it's weird because I've actually stopped doing all that stuff before I kind of joined. So, but yeah, I used to be a gamer, I used to go, I was starting this whole when I go to my brother's house and smoke a little weed and stuff on there, and it just getting rid of all that, all those distractions, all those just things that I don't need on there, because it kind of, I think it forces you to face yourself when you don't have any distraction. You're facing yourself. You're like, I have to be like, oh, you're a fat piece of shit. That's what you are. I mean, you're a loser.
Yeah.
Whatever happened, with my ex and everything, I had to face myself and going, you don't deserve anything, and you probably did deserve to be left, because you're a fat loser. I wouldn't want to be with you,
Dang, dude, that's kind of harsh, bro.
Well, yeah, because you have to be, man, sometimes you just got to be harsh, man. Like, when you face reality and be like, hey, you're a fat loser, it's like, what are you going to do about it now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I told myself, all right, we're going to get after it. We're going to get after it. I'm not going to be a fat loser anymore, and I'm not going to be a beta. I'm not going to be a simp. Just going to get after it.
Well, I'm going on 8 weeks of no alcohol. Every Sunday is my week anniversary. And I actually quit drinking alcohol about 3 weeks prior to starting the Spartan challenge, but I was still smoking. And the last time I drank, I missed work for the next 2 days. And I'm like, I got to stop this. So I drank, and I didn't really even drink that much. I don't know why it hit me, and I was just drinking beer. But it was the season opener for the NFL season, and I probably drank I probably drank 15 beers, and I don't know why, but I was hungover for the next 2 days, and then I had to quit. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then I've been wanting to quit the 420, and like I said in my video about starting the Spartan challenge, I'm glad that it was already built into this challenge. And so I was like, yep, that's it. No more 420, because it just steals my motivation. It makes me lazy. I mean, but
it does make you dumber. It makes you stupid. Like it's what it is,
But it kind of like, I didn't want to stop, because one of my favorite things is, to hit the pen a few times and then go for a bike ride. It's just like, it's so fun. But now I'm enjoying the bike riding without the 420. Plus, I have asthma, so just smoking stuff all the time is not a good idea for me anyway. And I was so thrilled when it was already built into this challenge, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm never been a big gamer. There's been times in my life where I would spend the summer playing video games or whatever, but never really been a big gamer. So that part was already easy for me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
As an escape for reality, it's time we ground ourselves in the real world and start building ourselves up. I already know that one knocked out a bunch of you from trying, which is why you should try this even more. Yep. The fear or the arrogance of not being able to quit any of those things should make you worried and make you want to try this to prove to yourself that you can do it. Remember, this is 6 months. You're only making a promise to yourself, and the only one you're going to disappoint is yourself. If you break, post it on the forums. We'll try to get you back on track. And if you lie about it, you're only letting yourself down. Nothing worse than making a promise to yourself and breaking it. That's the lowest form of self-respect. You can do better. Lastly, diet. We're going to eliminate sugars and processed carbs. We're going to eat nothing but meat, fruits, and vegetables.
Hell yeah. I mean, and I've cut out, I got to a point now where I drink coffee, black, no sugar, no cream. Just take it to work like that. Cutting out, I have a little bit of stevia when I cook some stuff on there, Yeah. Maybe like my treat is actually now has become coffee with whole milk and a little bit of stevia. That's a treat for me. Or peanut butter.
Yeah. Well, they have peanut butter you can get at Whole Foods that's like all natural stuff.
Yeah, and those are stuff that, my because I have kids and I know money-wise a little tight on there, but for the most part, like, I cook, I cook healthy even for my kids. So for my kids, I treated them today with some, they had pancakes and eggs, I made breakfast for dinner. Yeah. I ate tuna salad, cut up some onions, a little bit of mayo, some tuna, like that, mix it up and everything on it. And I did get some toast. I have, my options are very limited, but I have 3 boiled eggs that I'm going to eat before I go to work. And before that, I had a protein shake. Those are my meals now. And man, it's like my sleep is better. My mood is better. Just eating better changes your mood. Yeah. No sugar or nothing. I don't get crashes anymore. I'm like, man, I got more energy too.
Yeah. I've been eating pretty clean. Mostly all I eat is chicken, rice, and broccoli. But I did get a big porterhouse steak on, I think I cooked it up on Monday night, and bro, it was so good. And then all I ate that night was the steak and a side of broccoli. I didn't even eat any rice. And the next morning when I woke up, dude, I was like energized, and my bike ride to work went by so much faster. I felt stronger. And like I kind of feel like, well, because in steak, there's, natural creatine. Plus it was like 110 grams of protein. And I kind of think like I buy the big 10-pound bags of frozen chicken breasts. Yeah. And I don't get that same feeling after I ate that big steak.
Well, how many, probably the rice, cutting off the rice on it. And obviously, I don't think you're eating 110 grams of protein, chicken protein either. I mean, protein is because chicken protein is still a whole protein. Right. But you're not eating the same amount like before, especially before a bike ride and stuff. Like before I used to go run, I would, eat, the protein shake would be a little heavier on there, the extra milk on to get before I go. So things don't work, but cutting off all the simple carbs on it. I need to. I don't very rarely. Like I said, I had today carb wise was those 2 pieces of toast.
Yeah.
That's it. That was that was the only thing I have for carbs on there. I know milk has a little bit of carbs on it, but yeah, that's it. Those eggs don't have any carbs I'm going to eat later on. So yes, cutting as much carbs as possible is really in the sugars. Yeah, that right there.
Well, I did start getting some protein bars. They're pure protein brand protein bars. And they only have like 2 grams of sugar. They're like 200 calories and 20 grams of protein. And that kind of like helps satisfy my sweet tooth. So I know it's a processed food.
This is what you should try doing. Boil some eggs, and then on the side, get some raisins. Just dry raisins on there. Dry raisins are sweet, but they're not like sugar, but they're very sweet. So it'll give you that. I have raisins every once in a while for my sweet tooth on there. And so I eat like, eggs, a couple of raisins on the side,
right.
Or I put raisins on my protein shake, and I really blend it real good. Gets a nice little sweet taste to it. So that will probably help you with your little cravings.
Well, I mean, I wanted some sort of like supplemental form of protein as well, because I would say I'm probably about 185 or 190 pounds, and I know I'm not getting that throughout my day. So do you drink protein? You have whey protein? Do you no, just those protein bars. A lot of
that's cleaner though. Protein shakes.
Yeah, but a lot of the protein, because I used to drink protein shakes off and on, during like when I played football and everything, plus always being in the weight room off and on. And they always make my throat itch, like I'm allergic to something in them. I don't know what, but it's like it's pretty uncomfortable for me. That's kind of why I always steered away from protein shakes.
Try a different, probably try like a plant-based protein shake or something that doesn't have whey. Maybe not a dairy one. I would say just try one on there because that's the best way I found to boost my protein intake.
Okay.
Without adding all this extra crap, like the protein bars.
No more junk food, no more sweets, no more candies, no more ordering out, takeout, nothing. We're going to learn to either cook at home or eat anything whole based, whether your goal will be weight loss or weight gain. We're going to do this the right way and make it sustainable for you. And that's it. Those are the basic rules. Any man can follow these. It's not that hard. It just takes a little bit of self-control, something that's missing in the world today because we're bombarded with notifications, with social media, with news, etc., hijacking your attention span, making it almost impossible to focus on goals and tasks. Today, we're going to start using the power of technology and social media like this to make a difference in people's lives. I put up some self-improvement questions on the community section 2 weeks ago for everybody, and we had over 11,000 votes. And I asked you guys, what's something that you struggle with, but you've been working on overcoming? What is a bad habit you'd like to break? What's an area of your life you want to improve? And lastly, what's something you used to do that you don't anymore because it was bad for you? These are very basic questions, along with 5 options of voting. And for 57% of you, it was procrastination as the number one culprit. And we had 13% negative self-talk, some of us perfectionism, others lack of confidence, others giving up easily. YouTube will not let me put more than 5 options up, but the comment section tells everything we need to know. A majority of you wish there was all of the above and a whole slew of other problems that were in the comments that were not listed on there. Take a look at that community post and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so we have our objectives for 6 months. What's the point? Why do all of this? What's the goal here? We create a community online and eventually in the physical world where men that think like us have a space to congregate and to have our voices heard, something that's missing in the world today. Young boys growing up and men lack a father in the home far too often, have no mentors present at all, no second generation like grandparents to teach them old ways, nothing. We've lost traditions, we've lost rites of passage, we've lost everything that makes a man masculine. And this is why so many men are dealing with so many problems today.
Yeah, that is definitely no father figures, no male role models or mentors.
Yeah, no grandpas and no uncles and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy, really. Being a man now is taboo almost.
Yeah.
So it's definitely great having a community where men can just be men and us older folks, helping the younger folks and vice versa. That's actually pretty awesome.
This is why the rates of self-harm for men are so completely out of whack and why so many men check out of life. It's time we give everybody a voice and a space and make a difference. An example, you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like going on your run. It's 5:30. You want to slack and be in bed. You're going to turn on that Discord and you're going to see a bunch of men posting of how they just ran their 5 miles, 10 miles in the morning, how some guy just lost 20 pounds.
110 miles.
He's posting his before and after, how somebody finished reading this book and they recommend it. How motivating, how uplifting would that be? That could spur you to get out of bed, to get after it. Seeing other men achieve this. I want you guys to see normal, average men achieving great things through the power of will. I know we look on YouTube. I know we see these men that seem like they're unattainable, that they're genetically gifted, that they're this and that. I want to show you that it's drive and discipline that makes an average man great. Genetics is no longer an excuse. Externalizing our fears, externalizing our dread, blaming the deck of cards we were dealt, that ends today. Further out, the community would have grown to such a size and have an army of men available that are part of the community, hang out, talk business, talk self-mastery, anything and everything that people are pursuing in their lives and have gold nuggets of wisdom and experience to share with all of us. We're combining brain power for a better outcome for the community and for yourself. Imagine we all go hang out at some bar somewhere and the owner is part of the community. We can go support him locally, all of us. Then somebody else in that group happens to be an investor, lets us know some information, crucial stuff that he's been working on, he thinks would be a good investment for everybody. Someone else is into regenerative farming, teaches us what we need to do. Someone else is in whatever supply chain, lets us know what's going on, etc., etc. To be able to combine disciplines so wide and varied by individuals who have the time to dedicate to them and master them and share that valuable information with one another. All the little things men have lost over the years as spaces for men have deteriorated into nothing will literally change your life. And that's the real goal here, to create a strong social net for men, a brotherhood where we can go and help one another achieve great things through the power of the tribe. It's that simple saying of if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I believe going far. Leave some comments below on things we may have missed out on. Any questions in the Discord and subreddit, I'll write out a little list of books to read, YouTube channels I recommend, things that you should watch that will help you along your journey, keep you motivated, could open your eyes to a lot of things. I'm going to provide you guys a good starting base of what content to consume in that 6-month span in case you have no idea where to start.
Yeah, I know this is the end of the video, but yeah, no, it's definitely has become way more than that now. Like, there's this channel called Fil-Am, Fil-Fam also. It's part on there, man. Super motivational on there. Become alpha. I mean, but yeah, no, this we're actually starting some new things on here as well. Mentorship programs that we're trying to roll out on there. So the server is growing, become public, and yeah, man, I really hope people will check us out. Come on down, They could talk to us. There's more, we're just 2 people out of like thousands who are in the and I think we have 800-900 people on the Spartan challenge right now as well.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's crazy on there, but yeah, it's great. I hope people all the information will be in the description below. We'll have some cards, some information out there. Your channel will be available in the description and as a card as well, so people can come follow you. Got anything else to say?
No, kind of. With the Discord, and with my channel along with the Discord, I really want to be an example for the other members of the tribe. I'm taking a lot of pride in being part of that Discord. Yeah, I may not be on there chatting a lot with guys and everything, but, with my weekly update videos, I post them on the general chat, and I'm hoping guys really look and say, man, this guy is making it. He's doing it for real. And, I hope I just can motivate guys. I want to be that example for other guys.
Yeah, no, you got promoted to tribal warrior council too. So we've
in
taken
like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we've taken notice, man. I'm a moderator over there. I'm blessed to be able to have sort of Bo's ear. We have monthly check-ins with him, so it's kind of awesome to see him on a professional level on there.
Yeah,
And soon he'll be we'll be able to interview him on in the podcast and stuff. So yeah, everything is growing and it's really cool. And so I hope people come check us out. So you guys have a blessed day. Hope you guys get after it, and please join the Spartan Challenge, man. Let's
get into it. It's literally a 6-month self-mastery program. If you're slacking and you're lacking and I joined because I wasn't happy with my life. And this is making changes, and it's really making a big difference. And I try to tell guys at work about it. I share the video with them. And if they decide to do it, great. If not, well, I mean, it's not for everybody. Sometimes everybody's just not at that point in their life where they when they recognize they need to make a change. Some guys just ain't there yet,
Absolutely, absolutely. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment on this video, on this channel, and also on Fil-Am, Fil-Fam.
Destination Philippines.
That's right. Peace out.
All right.